Welcome to episode 48 of their call as Journeymen here on YouTube. Right then, so it's the semi-finals now. We've got Blythe away at their place. If you remember a couple of episodes ago, we lost 4-2 at home to Blythe. And they stung us on the counter-attack a couple of times. We've made a couple of little tactical tweaks, which we'll go through in a minute. So yeah, this may be one game, it may be two games this episode, but let's see how we get on. Right then, so this is going to be the team, but before we do that, just in case you did miss the last episode, we won 3-1 after extra time against Barrow. Goals from Daniel Henderson and Nick Green. Now, bearing in mind, we took Gary Medina off after sort of 60 minutes and he was poor. And Raymond Burrell had probably one of his worst games of the season. Bearing that in mind, the team for today is as follows. And the big team news is that Gary Medina is dropped to the bench due to that poor performance. Raymond Burrell's actually quite lucky to stay in. But we're going to keep him in for the moment because Green's going to play on the right instead of Regbar. So the team is Winterbottom in goal. It's a back four of Ashton Hall, Will Evans, Dante Hall and captain Jake Kenyon. Rob Ramshaw and Wolf in the middle with Green on the right, Jaden Major on the left supporting Daniel Henderson and Raymond Burrell up top. Right, importantly, they play a 4-3-3 we're expecting with three really fast lads up front. Bearing that in mind, we've changed from a higher pressing game so we've dropped us back a little bit. I will change it if need be. But I've just dropped his defensive line a little bit, so that's important. I don't think there's much else to tell yet, so we're going to get straight into it. We aren't favourites for this game. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. We actually beat them 2-0 earlier on in the season, but got done 4-2 later on, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on. We have got that tactic of the 3-4-3 to change to, should we need to. But I'm going to aggressively tell him that there will be, because we could have won that game against Blythe last time. Bear that in mind also. So we want to keep it going. Jaden Major is a superb player, and I'm not interested about who's injured for them. I'm really not interested in commenting on their players. So yeah, they did us quite comprehensively, but hopefully we're away, pressure's off us a little bit. We're not favourites for this tie. I did think about dropping it to a 3 in the midfield, but I didn't. But I'm hoping this sort of lower defensive line is going to stop them, because we don't want them just smashing it in behind us and running onto it, especially with Will Evans, who's not exactly full of pace, is he, as we know. But we defend the first corner well, and Wolf smashes it out for a Blythe throw-in early doors. But like I said, we've just got to defend properly, and hopefully we can spring them on the break. That's the plan. As Ramshaw moves it into Wolf, who goes back to Ramshaw. Rob Ramshaw pings it towards the right. Nobody can get there though, but it's to Nick Green Henderson. There's Ashton Hall's overlapping. Puts the cross in. It's a terrible cross, but Jaden Major will recover, and it's cleared well downfield, but Dante Hall picks it up, and now Ramshaw. Don't lose it there, son. He doesn't. He pings a lovely ball over to Nick Green, who I assume shoots. And their keeper claims it comfortably. Ambitious to strike from there. And we've stopped the goalkeeper playing out, but nah. I mean, Daniel Henderson, you couldn't not play him. He come on and scored 2 goals. It were hard not to play him. They've got a chance, and we've given away a penalty. And Ashton Hall, for what looked like a brilliant tackle, has given away a penalty. And Blythe have the chance to score, which Lionel Cole does, and that is a disgrace. That is an absolute disgrace, that. To me, it looks like he's won that ball fairly, and we're going to skip that replay, but you bet your life we're going to go and have a look at that. This is it, isn't it? When he knocks it down line to him. Yep, knocks it down the line to him. Comes across Ashton Hall and wins a brilliant tackle. It's rubbish. We've been absolutely conned there, us. And now we've got to... Game plan's really abandoned now, isn't it? But Nick Green crosses in. Burrell, oh, couldn't we just have had an instant reply? Wouldn't that have been nice? Absolute shocking decision, that. I can imagine the chants in the stands. As Ramshaw goes back to Dante and knocks it long towards Burrell. We'll pick up the second ball though, and it's Wolf into Ramshaw. Knocks it long towards Burrell again, but it's headed away. Can't seem to get it in behind these at the moment. Dante wins that header, and Jake Kenyon should win that one, but he's lost it. And there Lionel Cole's in again, but fortunately Winterbottom's made a good save, and we're looking a bit hit and miss as he strikes that free kick just wide. And I'm not sure that the tactical tweak has worked as Dante heads up. That's a good tackle from Jake Kenyon, and Winterbottom makes a good save. I think we're going to have to change it early doors. That was there in the case that we were going to be defending and hopefully hitting him on the break. We aren't going to be doing that now after that diabolical decision. So we're going to have to be a bit more positive and press him a little higher up. Lionel Cole's already had a sight up, and I tell you what, he's not far off there either. At all. They knock a ball down this side, but Ashton Hall should pick that up. And plays a calm ball out actually, and it's into Wolf. And they've played out of that lovely. Well played, boys. Right, Nick Green down our right hand side, cutting infield and knocking it across the left to Jaden Major. Heads it down when he's got all the time in the world to bring that down and attack the fullback. But we are pressing a little bit higher now, as we can see, as Nick Green pressures the left back. But they've played it round us quite nicely and knocks it forward. Dante Hall will win that, but Jaden Major again doesn't win that one. It's in behind Dante Hall, but Winterbottom makes a good save and Ramshaw smashes into safety, but we are not looking, again, we're not looking a side that's going to do well here. I were tempted to go to the 3-4-3 and actually start with it because of the success and just total change in emphasis after that last game. And it's something I would be thinking about at half time, depending on what's happened. He's in behind Ashton Hall again, and Winterbottom's made another good save. Ashton Hall might as well not be there a minute. And to be fair, he's been unfair. His rating's probably been unfairly penalised. Look at that for header. Unfairly penalised for that penalty, but and he's on a yellow. And now Will Evans is on a yellow. Jesus Christ. Both fullbacks are having a torrid time. And this could be one of the biggest tactical decisions of the season. What do we do? It's not working at back, is it? That's clear for all to see. I think we're going to go for it. I was toying with this idea of just starting with this, and didn't, and now I'm kind of wishing I did, but that is how we're going to play the second half. I've still got Gary Medine to bring on, which I'm looking at as well. Probably for Nick Green, but we shall see. But this is it. We're going to have to go for it. I think Medine and Dyche are probably going to be the two that we rely on as substitutions. But hopefully, like I said, if you remember last time we switched to this formation, we were outstanding. We've had to do it a little bit earlier this time, but I didn't fancy that we were going to come back into that. And to be honest, I'll say it now. If we do get to the final, I may start with this formation because I like how we play with this formation. But that's oof clear. Time, Will Evans. You've got acres of space, man. You're a 32-year-old pro. You can't be doing stuff like that. Don't it frustrate you though? He's a good professional, him. He's played in many and many important games, and he's doing stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Lost his bottle. He's won that header well though. Right, come on, break. Henderson back to Donsail, knocks it along down the middle. It's another poor ball. It's over the top, and it's a good save from Winterbottom. And that's all I've said all afternoon. It's a good save from Winterbottom. Because to be fair, without him, we would be in such a mess here. Roman Burrell's having a shocker. As we tick up to 60 minutes, Nick Green. I mean, it's who do you want to take off out of that front to it? It's going to be Nick Green that comes off. And Gary Medine to come on. We're going to switch it to very attacking. And I'm going to leave myself one substitution. It's looking like we're going out here. We've not turned up at all. But could we? Major into Burrell. Burrell crosses in. It's headed away to Medine. Wolf! Oh, and it's pinballing around in their box. Oh, and that could have been the chance. But hopefully, that might just give us a little bit of... Oh dear. Will Evans has missed his tackle. Major heads away. Get out to him. Get out to him. He skipped past him. It's a free header back stick. And Winterbottom makes another good save. And it's all so difficult at this moment in time. Oh, they're striking over. Ben Winterbottom's been absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I'm just wondering if there's what else I can do here. Go win it, son. I'm looking at Roman Burrell. And I'm looking at Cornet. And this is the last throw of the dice. Isaiah Cornet will come on for 10 minutes. We'll switch it to a 3-5-2 and hopefully get one last chance. Get creative. It's a free kick to them. They've knocked it straight down middle. And Ben Winterbottom has made a wonderful save again. But I cannot see where this goal is coming from. Everybody's having a bad game again as we tick into the final moments. Jake Kenyon with a free kick crossed in. And it goes out for a goal kick. And that sends Altrincham out of the playoffs. Again. There's no words. There's no words. And to lose it, I'm not saying we deserved it. I'm not saying we deserved a goal. But if you can't get that penalty, he's won a fair tackle. He's won a very fair tackle, and if I speak, I'm in big trouble. So on that note, and on that terrible disappointment, if you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like, and we shall see you next time. We won't be getting sacked, but it's just heartbreaking, these playoffs, aren't they? See you later.